and cost of war.
And joining us today is the film's executive producer and longtime advocate for veterans, Lois Pope. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Tell us about this powerful film.
Well, it's an examination of the VA, its whole system, and what got me interested in it was the fact that 22 of our veterans commit suicide each and every day for lack of adequate care on a timely basis. And it was driving me crazy. So I called Rick Burns, whom I did another film with, another documentary called Debt of Honor, and I said, Rick, we've got to do something about this. We've got to take action. So I called him, and he said, that's going to be hard to do. I mean, it's 87 years old. How are we going to do a history? Well, we have to. We have to take action. The reason for that is, if we do not take action and ensure that our veterans don't get the very best health care on a timely basis, how are we going to ensure the fact that we have people to protect us in war? Who's going to fight in our next wars? Who will enlist to protect us in our wars in the future? We have to do this.
Well, Lois, let's talk about some of the obstacles that the veterans are facing. What have you noticed through your research and your film?
Well, you know, the numbers are crazy. I mean, they're overwhelming. 800,000 applicants go unprocessed. 800,000. If you focus on the numbers, it can drive you crazy. But then if you focus on the names, which we did in this documentary, we focused on the names of the people that it affected. Okay, like Colonel Rivas, who was wrapped up in a bureaucratic hell. He couldn't get the help that he needed. So what did he do? He committed suicide. He took his own life. Since 9/11, 100,000 veterans have committed suicide. 100,000. 100,000.
Wow.
And then you think about, I think about, or we did in this film, about medic Sarah Leatherman, who tried and was crying out for help, but her help was too late. Her cry was too late, and she hung herself while waiting for care.
Terribly
This
sad.
can't happen. It's not in this country. We're too great a country for this to happen.
Now, you told us a story. You became passionate at a very young age. And tell us quickly how you became involved.
I was an actress singing in Broadway musicals, and someone asked me, they asked me to do a benefit on a Monday night, which is Black Night in the theater, at the Rusk Rehabilitation Center. And I walked into the Rusk and into that auditorium. It was so shocking what I saw. Vietnam veterans in the 60s. There were just holes for nostrils, holes, ears, no skin, burned almost beyond recognition. Men hobbling on crutches, people in wheelchairs, men lying on a litter. And I had a song that I brought with me called Somewhere, and it was a song that was popular then from a show called West Side Story.
Oh, we've heard of that one.
Yeah, right, Somewhere. So I reached out and when I got to the line, hold my hand and I'll take you there, I saw a young, so young soldier lying on a gurney, and I reached out my hand to hold his. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. And he had no hand for me to hold. So from that day forward, I call them my people.
Well, you're an angel.
Are my people.
Really yes, thank you so much.
And until my dying death, I'm going to fight tirelessly to protect them and to ensure that they get the very best health care that they so deserve and on a timely basis. And I'm asking everybody in the country to help me to go on our Facebook page. What do we owe our veterans? Please help me. We're going to change this, folks. We are.
Wonderful work you do. It's such an important cause. Thank you so much, Lois Pope. And you can see a screening in LA tonight at the London West Hollywood at 7:30, and in New York on May 2nd. You can also find out more all about it on their Facebook page. It's called What Do We Owe Our Veterans? Lois Pope, such a pleasure to meet you, and keep up the wonderful work. Such an important thing you're doing.
Thank you very much.